Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving deep into the snack aisle. We're going to demystify what actually makes a snack healthy for weight loss and, expose some of those sneaky deceptions you find on store shelves.
Okay, so let's just jump right in. Picture this. You're at the grocery store, you're trying to do the right thing, you grab a snack that looks all wholesome and nutritious. But here's the question. Is it really helping you, or could it be kind of sabotaging your goals?
Because, and let's be honest here, there's a really uncomfortable truth. A lot of the foods we think are healthy are actually part of a trap, one that's designed to look good for us while being loaded with stuff we're trying to avoid.
Okay, let's take flavored yogurt. I mean, it has this great reputation, right? It's a health food. It's got probiotics, it's good for your gut. But here's the thing. A ton of brands are just absolutely packed with added sugar. I'm talking shocking amounts. Sometimes even more than a donut.
And to really put that into perspective, the American Heart Association suggests women stick to about 25 grams of added sugar a day. Now, look at this. A single little cup of some of these yogurts can just blow right past that entire daily limit. It's just wild when you see it laid out like that.
And it's not just yogurt, not by a long shot. Granola bars, the classic healthy on-the-go snack, they are another huge culprit. So often, they're basically just held together with sugary syrups and not-so-great fats, and they barely have any of the things that actually keep you feeling full. I'm talking protein and fiber.
So how in the world do we get fooled so easily? Well, a lot of the time it comes down to this really powerful psychological trick that marketers use. It's called the health halo effect.
This is what happens when you see a word like organic or natural or plant-based slapped on the front of a package. Our brains just automatically go, oh, this must be a good choice, and we totally stop paying attention to what's really in the ingredient list.
And you can see exactly how it works. A low-fat dressing might be loaded with sugar and salt to make it taste good. An organic cookie is, well, it's still a cookie. These flashy claims on the front, they have one job, to distract you from the nutrition label on the back, which is where the real story is. Okay, so what's the answer here? We need a completely new game plan. It's about learning to ignore all those marketing buzzwords on the front and instead focusing on a really simple science-backed formula for satiety. That awesome feeling of being full and satisfied? And that formula, I like to call it the satiety power combo. It's this amazing trio of macronutrients that when they work together, they just crush hunger and keep your energy levels nice and stable. So when you bring protein, fiber, and healthy fats together in one snack, you create this nutritional powerhouse. Seriously, protein is the hands-down champion of making you feel full. Fiber adds that bulk and slows everything down, and healthy fats, they give you that long-lasting satisfaction. You put those three together, that is the key.
All right, so now that we know the magic formula, let's actually put it to work. I'm going to give you some super simple, really delicious, and effective snack ideas you can use to start building out your very own smart snack arsenal. So if you've got a bit of a sweet tooth, forget those sugary snack bars. Try something like apple slices with natural peanut butter. Right there, you get fiber from the apple, plus protein and healthy fats from the peanut butter. Boom. Or what about some plain Greek yogurt with berries? That's a huge protein hit with some natural sweetness. And if you're like me and you crave something savory and crunchy, there are just so many better options than a bag of chips. How about bell pepper slices with guacamole? That's your fiber and healthy fats right there. A hard-boiled egg is just pure protein perfection. And a cup of steamed edamame? That packs about 18 grams of protein and 8 grams of fiber. It's a total winner.
Okay, so choosing the right foods is obviously crucial, but that's only half the battle. We also have to talk about how much we're eating, and this means we need to understand two big ideas: portion control and something called volume eating. So let's start with those calorie-dense foods like nuts. They are incredibly good for you, but it is so easy to overdo it. What you're really aiming for is just a single 1-ounce serving. So what does that look like? Well, it's about 23 almonds, or, and this might surprise you, it's about 49 pistachios. Just knowing what a real portion is helps keep everything in check. But what about the opposite? What about foods where you can eat a ton for very few calories? Well, this is the whole idea behind volume eating, and believe me, it is a total game changer for managing hunger. Check this out. For fewer calories than a small bag of chips, you can eat 3 whole cups of air-popped popcorn. How is that even possible? Well, it's because popcorn is mostly air and fiber.
It literally takes up physical space in your stomach, which sends those "I'm full" signals to your brain, all without that heavy calorie price tag.
Okay, so we've gone through the traps, we've looked at the science, and we've talked about the strategies. Let's wrap this all up into a nice, new set of rules for snacking that'll actually get you to your goals.
So let's recap your new rules. Rule 1 is simple. Always aim for that power combo. Rule 2, you've got to become a label detective. Read the back of the package, not the front. And then rules 3 and 4. Really understand the difference between foods that need careful portioning and those awesome foods that let you eat for volume. When it comes right down to it, it's all about being prepared. Like registered dietitian Julia Zumpano says, having that go-to arsenal of healthy options ready to go means you're not just scrambling when hunger hits. It means you are in control. So I'll just leave you with this one question to chew on. The next time you're at the store, what's that one healthy snack you're going to pick up and look at with a totally new set of eyes? Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.